Hello everyone, it's me, Nina, back with another video. So if you haven't seen my video from last week, you should definitely check that out. But this week we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. But first, just a little update on our weekly sorority events. So we of course had chapter on 7 on Sunday, and of course it lasted about an hour and a half. But you know, what can you do? And after chapter, we had our new member meeting where we talked about our weekly word. And yeah, the chapter, even though it is an hour and a half, it kind of goes by quickly just because you don't really have to do anything, you just listen and take notes. Because there's certain events that are pretty important you need to know the dates for. But so one thing I talked about from last week, my last video, was an outreach event that my sorority was doing. We actually got broken down into smaller groups, and we had to pick a activity to do, and each girl had to invite 2 girls that were not members to see if they wanted to join. So my group ended up deciding to do a game night. We were gonna hold it in Georgia Hall. It's supposed to be really fun. I actually found 2 girls to invite, both of my roommates. But last minute, that event got canceled because of COVID. I think they were not anticipating the amount of girls that were supposed to be coming. So it got canceled. And I instead had a little mini game night with just my roommates. So it wasn't too bad. But the main thing for this week's video is Big Little, which, if you don't know what Big Little is, it's a tradition in sorority life, I guess you would say. And ours just started this Sunday. So we were rushing to submit our list of who we wanted as a big. And there were 19 girls, I believe. So we each had to rank them 1 through 19. And for our top 5, we had to explain why we wanted them, why they would have been helpful for us to have as big. And if you don't know, bigs are people that are already in the sorority, and littles are the new members that just got recruited. So for the first 2 weeks, normally Big Little is 2 weeks, but for this year we're doing it actually for 3 weeks because somehow it ended up falling on Labor Day weekend, and that just prolonged it. But the whole week it is the big supporting the little, and she writes motivational quotes outside of her dorm, and they post hints on Instagram. They make a new Instagram just for Big Little week, and I will show you mine. And the photo from there was actually a photo I took on Facebook maybe 10 years ago, so it's a little embarrassing, but I guess that's the one she chose. And it's the whole week, it's the big posting photos and different things about the little, trying to get to know them more, and also posting hints about themselves to see if the little can guess who their big is. But the catch with this is that the big can lie. So they may tell you I'm a senior and I love cats and I'm majoring in nursing, but as far as you know, any of those could be a lie. They could hate cats and all that jazz. But it is definitely a big deal in sorority life. So at the end of the 3 weeks, after the big and little have talked for a while, they have a big reveal where it's full of gifts and everything, and the little finally figures out who their big is, and that's actually going to be held on September 18th, I think the weekend of September 18th. But I will unfortunately not be here, so I don't know if they're going to do that virtually or exactly what's going to happen. But as of right now, I'm think I know who my big is. That may only be because that's who I want my big to be. I'm not sure. But I think it's one of the older members. So we'll see. I'm definitely excited and it should be interesting. So I will see you guys next week.